Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. The Online Safety Act, which is meant to protect children from harmful content. But it would appear that this is being used as an excuse to censor free speech. People are finding a way around this Online Safety Act here in the UK by uploading VPNs, which will allow them to watch adult content. But we've got the Starmer wants them banned. I mean, this on-site Online Safety Act is not only happening here in the UK, it's also happening in other parts of the world. Australia, they're going to introduce their own version of this Online Safety Act in December. It's like the one in the UK, but this one they want to ban children under 16 from having access to YouTube. Just like our government here, the Australian government want to restrict people's viewing of certain videos. They don't want you to see certain videos. We've got the same thing in this country already. People who want to watch videos of these hotel demonstrations at the moment, what's happening here in the UK, their access is being restricted on, this is on X. And we know who's doing it, don't we? It's Dharma. Dharma hates free speech. He cannot stand it. That's what's happening in the UK at the moment with this left-wing government. Like I've just said, it's going to happen in Australia in December. The same thing's going to happen. And not only that, there's also rumours going around that these so-called Online Safety Act is going to be introduced in America. America, of all places, is supposedly the land of the free, and their constitution, the First Amendment of the Constitution, gives them the right to free speech. But it looks like it's happening there as well. Not only will these restrictions on what people see on video will be introduced it's already been introduced in this country, soon to be introduced in Australia and America. Once it's got there, you can bet your life that the rest of the world will follow. Other countries will follow. You'll have the likes of France, Germany, all European countries will be doing it, especially the EU. I think the EU have already got one in mind for EU citizens, what they can watch and what you can't watch. It's going to happen all over the world. People's access to certain videos will be blocked. I mean, if you want to watch a video about these migrant hotel protests at the moment on X, you've got to verify your age. They want to know what your age. They want to know everything about you. I mean, what is this world coming to when this is going to be introduced? We won't. Every citizen in the world you won't have any any freedoms for much longer the way things are going. We've already got the same thing happening here in the UK with Starmer. He's obsessed with censorship. Like I've said, you've got it's now going to affect Australia and America. America of the United States, they've got their own version of the Online Safety Act. I'm going to bring in something as well. Australia, like I've said, are already going to bring theirs in December. It's just because they want to restrict access, young people's access to certain videos on YouTube for under 16s, I believe. I mean, what has it come to that we can allow this to happen? Our elected governments who can be allowed to do this. I mean, who really takes any notice of this? Politicians, but I'm afraid to say that we've got to push back against this because the way things are going, we'll have no free speech at all. What all this Online Safety Act is about here in the UK is for the government to control us. What we watch, what we say, and what we think. Because those are three things that this government, Starmer's government, well, I wouldn't say a government, more like a dictatorship, has become. It's becoming a control freak. I mean, the same thing's going to happen in Australia. I mean, we saw what happened in Australia in the pandemic, didn't we? The way Australians people's freedoms was restricted when they went into lockdown. And we all know what happened there, don't we? And the same for New Zealand. It'll be your turn next. You'll be having this. I mean, it's a good job that Ginger Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister, is no longer Prime Minister because she'd have gone to town on this. Because she restricted the people of New Zealand's freedoms in the lockdown. Nobody could do anything. We're becoming a world full of surveillance, and it's going to cause trouble if we don't push back. We've got to keep talking about this and hopefully get the governments to change their mind, which they won't. I mean, you had one ex-Labour MP. He said the quiet part out loud on a recently on GMB News that he admitted that when a Reform MP or whatever asked him if this Online Safety Act was really about spying on the British people, and he said it was. So he's let the cat out of the bag there, hasn't he? Of course, Starmer has got to disguise this as being on and for children's safety. But we can't blame Starmer for this. It was the Tories. They first thought of this when they were in government. So you've got to blame them. Yes, I'm afraid it's dark times we're living in. Goodness knows what the future is going to hold the next decade when we start the next decade, the 2030s. What that's going to be like. If you think it's bad now, it's going to be really bad then. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.